Today's lesson is Math 6, Mission 1, Lesson 18. Surface area of a cube. Let's write the formula to find the surface area of a cube. Here we go. Oh, goodness, that moved. There we go. All right, let's do the warm-up. Select the greater expression of each pair without calculating. So, the bigger expression, basically, but we can't calculate. So, A says 10 times 3, or 10 to the power of 3, right? 10 cubed. Well, 10 times 3, or 10 times 10 times 10, because that's what 10 cubed is. Well, 10 times 10 times 10 is going to be a lot bigger than 10 times 3. So that I'm going to do that one. B, 13 squared, or 12 times 12. Well, 12 times 12 is 12 squared. So is 13 squared bigger or is 12 squared bigger? Well, they're both being squared, and 13 is the bigger number, so it is 13 squared. Now let's say we have 97 plus 97 plus 97 plus 97. We have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, or 5 times 97. Well, 97 added together 6 times would be like doing 6 times 97. So would I rather, which one is bigger? Multiplying 97 by 6 or multiplying 97 by 5? Obviously, it's the 97 by 6. All right. Answer the following questions about a cube with an edge length of 5 inches. So we want to draw a net for this cube and label its side measurements. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So a cube has 4 sides, and then it has a top and a bottom, right? So that's a net for that cube with the side measurements of 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So many 5s all around everywhere. What is the shape of each face? Well, it's a cube, so they are squares. Okay. What is the area of each face? Well, the area is length times width, and we know each edge or side is 5, so 5 times 5 is 25. It's in inches, so 25 inches squared is our area. And then it says, what is the surface area of the cube? Well, if each cube is worth 25 and there are 6 cubes, 6 squares, that would be like doing 25 inches squared times 6. So the surface area is 6 times 20, right? And then 6 times 5. So 6 times 2 is 12, so that's 120, 6 times 20. 6 times 5 is 30, so that's 150 inches squared. That would be our surface area. What is the volume of this cube? Well, volume is length times width times height, or base times height times depth, either one, because they're all the same. So that would be 5 times 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 is 25, 25 times 5, well, 5 times 2 is 10, so that'd be 100. And then 5 times 5 is 25, so that would be 125 inches cubed. Don't write squared because it's cubed. All right. Answer the following questions with an edge length of 17 units. So draw a net for this cube. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have we seen that before? We totally have. But guess what? When we draw it ourselves without graph paper, we get to decide how long it is. So each edge has a length of 17. And it's choosing to save my PDF right now, which means I can't write. But it's the same exact measurement or net every time. Okay? So let's write 17. Okay. Explain why the area of each face of this cube is 17 squared units. Well, because we're doing length times width, and in this case, that's 17 times 17. When you have 2 copies of 17, it equals 17 squared, right? So that's why. Write an expression does not have an equal sign, so no equal sign, for the surface area. So surface area is the length and the width. Well, for a cube, right, for this, we have 17 times 17, which would be our area, and then we have 6 of those areas, so we would do 17 squared times 6, because we have 6 of those squares. So that is an expression. We could also write 17 times 17 times 6. Either one works. Write an expression for the volume in cubic inches. Well, volume is length times width times height, and our length is 17, our width is 17, and our height is 17, so we would write 17 times 17 times 17. Or you could write it 17 cubed. So it'd be 17 cubed inches cubed, right? Okay. Answer the following questions about a cube with an edge length of S. So we don't have an actual edge length. We don't know the actual length, but we're going to say it's S, which means it could be anything. So draw a net for this cube. Oh my goodness, I'm going to draw a net you probably have never seen. Here we go. You ready? Oh my goodness, have you seen it before? It's not like I've drawn it 2 other times, right? But now our side length is S, S, S. These are not 5s, these are S's. S, 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 S. Write an expression, so that means no equal sign, for the area of each face. Label each face with its area. Okay, so we have area, which is length times width, or base times height. So that would be S times S, or we could write it S squared. So this is S squared, this is S squared, S squared, S squared. Oh, I should go back and do that in a different color so you can see it easier. Here we go. S squared, S squared, S squared. All of these, the surface area, or the area is S squared. So we've labeled each face. Write an expression for the surface area. Well, how many times do we do this? S squared, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be S squared times 6. When we have a number and letters together, we normally write the number first. So this would be 6S squared. And when you have a number and a letter right next to each other, you do not have to write the dot or the X because it's implied that it's there. So this is actually the expression for surface area of a cube. So if we have a side length of 4, right, we can do 6 times 4 squared to get the surface area of a cube with a side length of 4. So that surface area would be 4 squared, which is 4 times 4, which is 16. So 16 times 6, well, 6 times 10 is 60, 6 times 6 is 36. So that would be 96. So 96 units squared is the surface area for a cube with a side length of 4. Oh, let's jump back. It's going to have erased everything because that's just how lucky we are. But that's okay. You can go back. Oh, let's see. There we go. Okay, you can go back and see all of these. Let me just quickly, I'm going to quickly draw this again though. So if you hadn't drawn it, catch up with us. Right? So each of these lengths is S, 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 right? So the surface area expression was 6S squared, because each one of these is S squared. Each volume is each area is S squared. So write an expression for the volume. Well, we know that volume is length times width times height, or base times height times depth. They're the same thing. So in this case, we have S times S times S. Length times width times height. S times S times S, or S cubed. So the volume of a cube is S cubed. So if our volume is, or if our side length is 4, that would be 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. That's a 4. 64 units cubed. Okay? That is our lesson. Please review the lesson summary.